Good day, I'm Twyla Whelan and this is your JIS news for Wednesday, April 9, 2025. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is assuring the nation that there is no cause for alarm regarding water quality in Kingston and St. Andrew. It also affirms that no boil water advisory has been deemed necessary. The ministry is responding to recent confirmation that some water samples from systems operated by the National Water Commission (NWC) tested positive for E. coli. It says such occurrences are not unusual, particularly during drought conditions, after breakage in pipelines, heavy rainfall, or other environmental contamination events. However, when there are such instances, the Ministry of Health says it initiates an investigation through its established protocols to determine the cause, assess the extent of contamination, and guide the necessary corrective actions. Providing clarity on when a boil water advisory is issued, it says this is done when there is an imminent risk of waterborne disease and typically applies to a specific geographic area affected by compromised water supply systems. Boil water advisories are localized and not parish-wide, except in the case of major natural disasters such as hurricanes, flooding, or earthquakes that significantly impact water quality. The ministry says it continues to monitor the situation closely and remains committed to ensuring the safety and well-being of all citizens. Major crimes continue to trend downwards with an 18.3% decline between January 1 and April 5 when compared to the same period in 2024. This reflects 208 less incidents. A further breakdown shows over 35% fall in murders and a 26% drop in shootings. A significant decline of over 54% was registered for rape and a marginal 7.9% for robberies. Break-ins, however, went up by 26.5%. Responding to the positive outcome for the country, Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says the Commissioner of Police has confirmed that this is the highest decline in murders in more than 25 years.
He highlighted that the first quarter of 2025 marks the sixth consecutive quarters in which murders have declined. Commissioner Blake also noted that the first quarter also saw the most significant drop in major crimes we've seen since 2001. And these reductions are a result of continued investment in intelligence-led policing, technological upgrades, and strategic partnerships.
Minister Morris-Dixon was speaking earlier at the weekly post-cabinet press briefing. Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness has described the newly introduced rural school bus system as a transformational step in improving student transportation across Jamaica. Speaking at the official launch on Monday, Dr. Holness highlighted the integration of modern technology and a robust supervisory framework designed to ensure the safety and well-being of students.
But it will also bring a level of decency and standardization to our students. And it will also improve our students' performance at school. Not having the distractions, not having the discomfort and the inconvenience, the late arrivals, the exposure to all kinds of deviant behavior and fights.
Under Phase 1, 50 buses will be procured by early June to commence refurbishing work. These will be put into service at the start of the new school year in September 2025. Each bus carries a price tag of $7.5 million. Speaking at this morning's post-cabinet press briefing, Transport Minister Darrell Vaz expressed confidence in the initiative, noting that the dedicated service would offer students a much safer alternative to regular public transportation.
This is not a business opportunity for the government. This is a moral responsibility of any well-thinking government to finally address this decade-old problem. You just think what these buses will do with a driver that is cleared by the security forces, that is trained by the JUTC, that has a cashless system, so the part students swipe and the parents load up the card for the concessionary rate for the children, and an app where you can track the bus.
The new school bus system will be jointly operated by the Ministries of Education and Transport. A delegation of investors from Chile are expected to visit Jamaica in May to pursue trade and investment opportunities. Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce Senator Aubin Hill made this disclosure while speaking at the opening ceremony for Expo Jamaica 2025. It follows a recent visit to Chile by the minister and a delegation. In addition, Minister Hill says discussions have been held with investors from the Caribbean, including one of the biggest conglomerates in the region, with strong interest being expressed.
We're positioning ourselves as an investment destination for financial services, logistics, skilled labor, high-value services, and premium products. The Andrew Holness administration has made it our mission to make Jamaica a very attractive place in this region in which to do business. Our macroeconomic numbers tell a clear story.
Over the past 18 months, Minister Hill has led a number of trade and investment missions overseas, taking over 100 Jamaican business people to 10 countries. He highlights that Jamaica's debt-to-GDP ratio is on a downward trend as the country continues to pay off its debt and is achieving strong and stable economic fundamentals.
This is an outstanding achievement, and the country in the Caribbean where everybody must come. Now that we're in a place where trading and tariffs are different, we have been preparing the road for our own people. Now our business people know where to go, and we're going to make sure they go to new markets because the world is changing and Jamaica is ready.
The Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information has rolled out a pilot program in several schools using artificial intelligence, AI, to assist teachers with marking students' papers. This initiative forms part of a broader push to integrate technology in the education sector. It was announced by Portfolio Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon during her contribution to the debate on the appropriation bill in the Senate, where she outlined the ministry's forward-thinking approach to education transformation.
We're actually piloting this with some of our schools to see how it works. And the interesting thing is that we at the ministry, we can actually see the results real time. So as it marks it, we can see how the schools are doing. So that's really one example of how we're already using AI.
She says the ministry is leveraging AI and digital tools as much as possible to enhance teaching and learning outcomes. As part of this technological shift, the ministry will soon introduce a prompt engineering course, one of the most in-demand AI-related skills globally. The course, which will be offered through the Heart NSTA Trust, will be geared towards students and public servants, helping them become proficient in AI tools to work smarter and more efficiently.
We will also be producing, and during this year, the first state-of-the-art AI lab in Jamaica. Many countries are just dreaming of that. And we're partnering with the Amber Group, where developers, researchers, and students can create Jamaican-led AI solutions.
And finally, Jamaicans are being encouraged to know their constitutional and human rights and to make use of the services provided by the Office of the Public Defender to safeguard those rights. Public Defender Caroline Reed Cameron made the call while addressing a JIS think tank on Friday. She remarked that many persons were not aware of their rights.
You can't enforce a right that you don't even know that you have. Our office is there to assist you in terms of those needs, and therefore I exhort Jamaicans to familiarize themselves with their constitution, familiarize themselves with the rights that they have, each and every one, as citizens of this country. And bear in mind that our office, the doors are open to facilitate transparency and to assist you in enforcing those rights that you have.
As the Office of the Public Defender marks its 25th anniversary this year, Mrs. Reed Cameron reiterated its ongoing commitment to this work.
We are continuing to do the people's work, and hopefully with the passage of time we'll get more efficient at it with the administrative input and changes that are being made currently.
The Office of the Public Defender was established on April 16, 2000. Its functions include seeking redress for constitutional and administrative injustices and providing legal counsel where necessary, ensuring fair trials and access to justice for all. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Twyla Whelan. Thanks for watching.